In the headlines, we continue to bring you coverage of this weekend's deadly storms and tornadoes that have misplaced many businesses and homes. We'll have footage of the tornadoes in action and the responses to the aftermath. 4 Raleigh men make it into our crime report today for their alleged involvement in area break-ins, and we talk jobs, what's new to the area, and the region's future employment market. These stories and more coming up on NewsBreak starting now.
From WHIG-TV, this is NewsBreak 31. Now, here's Marie Torres.
Hello, and thanks for tuning in to WHIG-TV NewsBreak, your voice in the community. I'm Marie Torres. Today, we continue to bring you coverage of this weekend's deadly storms and tornadoes that have put businesses in shambles, employees out of work, and residents out of their homes. Now, just 3 days after the dangerous twisters ravaged the state, several continue to stand in shock of the devastation. According to the state, Saturday, there were more than 100 reports of tornadoes in North Carolina. Captured by storm chasers was this tornado spotted in Wilson.
Whoa. Wait, close your door, close your door. Ooh, too much wind.
Oh, people can see it.
Look at that.
I am not seeing debris at this time.
Look at that. Oh, man.
Oh. Now I'm getting reflection through the window.
That's going to cross the road right here.
This is WX4NC standing by for K4 BGM.
About to cross 795.
Look at this thing.
Wow. How wide is that?
I don't know. I can't know. It's not a
Bravo Foxtrot Echo.
Look how fast that's moving.
We're on Drag Strip Road, trying to get to my house to see how it fared out, but we got multiple houses destroyed.
It's getting harder to see, but there it is. It's going to cross.
I guess it looks like the main part of the storm come right through here.
And with another view of the whirlwind in Wilson was this video posted on YouTube by Stephen Hoag, who sat in his vehicle while reporting to a loved one what was taking place. Watch the twister rip right through the city.
I mean, I'd say it's coming straight toward me. But it's not one of those, I would say, you know, like devastation. Terrible. I mean, it's picking up leaves. I see stuff in it, but it's not. It's just twisting. Up there goes a flash. It's blowing up some power lines now. Yeah, now. Oh yeah, I'm stopped. I'm in a parking lot right now. You hear the rain now? It's gonna pass right over me. Oh no, that's actually rain and debris, leaves and trees. The nearest tree to me is probably down the road from your house to the corner. Yep, there goes the roof off our house. And yep. Hang on, I love you. I'm okay, you already know. My truck is, I'm okay. Yep. I'm okay. Still good. I'm still good, just now I got a problem with what I'm driving. It's damaged. No, looks like roofing blew off a building and got me.
Yesterday, we phoned business owners whose shops fell victim to the storm. One of those was owner of Medlin Buick in Wilson, Jack Medlin. Here's what he had to say about the damage done at his location. the damage that happened on your lot? Were you in that vicinity?
No, I was out of town at the time, and just had talked to my store at about 5 minutes to 5. They were getting ready to close. They had a customer they were finishing up with, and my general manager, Dana McCracken, said that the weather was not looking very good, and I just told him to keep me in touch. And about 5:15, he called me. He said, "Man, you're not going to believe what just happened. A tornado has come through the dealership and knocked out our showroom." And at that time, he had not been outside yet to see all the damage to the cars.
From what you saw, how much damage was there?
I don't have that number. We got the adjusters are going to be here all day on Tuesday and start that process. But we had our detail apartment, 3-bay garage was completely totaled. Our showroom actually did not take too bad of a hit, but probably 150 out of maybe 200 cars were damaged.
Oh wow! Okay, I think there's some footage that we have of a boat. Tell us about that. Where did that boat land?
Well, the boat was just was one we had on the lot for sale, and it was right beside our detail shop. And anyway, the wind, the tornado just picked it up and put it on its bottom, and had it, as you've seen, has it standing straight up. Right.
Okay. And where do you go from here?
Well, just hope and pray we got the right insurance company. They're here today. They'll be assessing everything the rest of the week, and and just we'll start the claims process and go from there, and take care of our employees, and just day by day.
We also heard from Lisa Tharrington of Tharrington's Auto Works, whose family business in Wilson also suffered a major loss.
Our extended family, the Whitfields, own Exclusive Cleaners in Wilson, and the tornado came actually right between Walgreens and their business, Exclusive Cleaners, on the corner of Forest Hills. It actually, you can see the tornado coming right between the two buildings, and it did extensive damage, pretty much a total loss to their location. They have 3 total locations. This happened to be the main location where they did all their cleaning and processing, as we call it, and the other 2 stores were what we in the dry cleaning business consider a dry store, drop off, pick up. So this is a tremendous hit to their business.
What type of damage did you see?
Well, the whole side of the building is pretty much 3 out of 5 walls of the building are damaged. They actually had a car parked up underneath the drive-through, and it turned the car around when the tornado came through. You might not can see in the video, but in one of the pictures you can see where the actual building fell on top of one of their delivery vans, which is now about 2 feet tall. So it's just tremendous, and the video shows just how quick the damage occurred. Within 10 seconds, just total devastation to that area.
I did want to ask you one more question. How long do you know has that business been there? Is it a new business? Or?
Oh no, they have Exclusive Cleaners has been in business in Wilson since the 40s. And that location actually was named the #1 top plant in the United States out of all dry cleaners in the United States. In 2002, they were named, it was a new facility. So they've been there about 10 years in that brand new, total state-of-the-art facility. They've won tons of awards for that location.
All right, and how do you kind of feel now to
Oh, well,
that?
Our whole family's really sad, but we're going to help them out with our cleaners over here in Rocky Mount Superior Dry Cleaners and get some equipment reorganized into one of their other locations, and we're going to help them out. That's just what families do.
We've also obtained these photos from Roanoke Rapids, where a tornado hit several businesses, neighborhoods, an elementary school, gas station, car dealership, and even the unemployment office. Trees were uprooted, and as you can see, parts of light poles scattered on the ground. For some businesses, you could actually see right into them to witness ravaged offices, torn insulation and roofing, and shattered glass. An employee of the Roanoke Rapids Sonic Drive-In also took these photos to show how the twister tore off their signs and roofing. That employee told us he was actually working when the twister came through and tried to take cover in a co-worker's vehicle in the parking lot when nearby cars at the car corner used car dealership started to flip over his vehicle.
On people's apartments and the houses. Fortunately, there's been no injuries or significant injuries reported and no fatalities.
Monday, with the help of local authorities, emergency management teams began assessing damage from the tornadoes, but it may not be until the end of the week before state officials know the full extent of this disaster. Teams will be surveying damage in Wilson as well as in Bertie, Bladden, Cumberland, Halifax, Harnett, Johnson, Lee, Onslow, Pitt, Robeson, and Wake counties. A total of 22 deaths were reported in the state, with several homes and vehicles either a total loss or severely damaged. We'll be keeping you up to date with the state's findings. Up next, a look at our crime report, and more jobs could come to the area. This and more right after these words.
It's back for a limited time. Every Buick in GMC is now being offered at GM employee price to the general public. Plus, you can now get 0% financing for up to 72 months too. Where? Only at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount. But that's not all. At Davenport, you'll also get something that GM employees don't even get. A lifetime warranty. GM employee price, 0% financing, and a lifetime warranty. See if anybody beats that deal. But hurry, this offer is for a limited time, and it's only available at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount.
When it's happening to you, you'll hear from us. WHIG TV Newsbreak is reporting on the news, issues, and stories that matter to you. Call us at 252-885-1814. Email us at marie.whigtv@gmail.com or check us streaming live at whigtv.com. We're your voice, ready to bring you the news.
The Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home, with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We are filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The Business Center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the Country Inn & Suites, Rocky Mount.
Welcome back to WHIG TV Newsbreak. I'm Marie Torres. Police hauling at least 4 Raleigh men wanted for area breaking and enterings. Recently, Rocky Mount PD charged 22-year-old Courtney Jerome Durham, not pictured here, 24-year-old Tyrone Dwayne Stewart, and 26-year-old Demetrius Monte Williams, as well as 24-year-old Richmond Fulmore, with 10 counts each of damage to property, breaking and entering, and larceny. This all occurred on the 500 block of Starling Way in Rocky Mount. The men were all transported to Nash County Jail to be held under bonds ranging from $30,000 to $40,000 each. A Rocky Mount man faces charges after he allegedly attacked his girlfriend. The incident that occurred last Tuesday on St. Paul Street in Rocky Mount involved 34-year-old Butler McKinnon III. Rocky Mount PD said McKinnon's 29-year-old girlfriend reported he strangled her. At the time of this report, he had yet to be arrested. In other news, more jobs are likely to come to the area. That's according to a wire and cable manufacturer who plans to open its second plant in Tarboro, bringing an estimated 116 new jobs. Recently, Governor Beverly Perdue announced that Superior Essex Incorporated is investing more than $58 million for their new facility and will be employing over the next 5 years. This is being made possible in part by a state grant from the Job Development Investment Grant Program. The average pay for the new jobs with Superior Essex will be more than $40,000 a year plus benefits. Currently, the county's average pay is just over $30,000. After the break, several state experts on economic development make their way to the area to talk about the outlook on jobs. Stay tuned.
It's back for a limited time. Every Buick in GMC is now being offered at GM employee price to the general public. Plus, you can now get 0% financing for up to 72 months too. Where? Only at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount. But that's not all. At Davenport, you'll also get something that GM employees don't even get. A lifetime warranty. GM employee price, 0% financing, and a lifetime warranty. See if anybody beats that deal. But hurry, this offer is for a limited time, and it's only available at Davenport Buick GMC in Rocky Mount.
We're your news team bringing it home to you with meteorologist Fred Holdsworth, anchor Marie Torres, sports reporter Edward Green, and Matt Havitt, our studio guy. WHIG-TV Newsbreak, your voice in the community.
The Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We are filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The Business Center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the Country Inn & Suites, Rocky Mount.
Thanks for staying with us. A panel of experts on jobs spoke to a local audience about the status of area employment and an outlook on the future. Thursday, the meeting held at Word Tabernacle Church in Rocky Mount gave voice to the speakers, some of whom included the North Carolina Employment Security Commission Chairwoman Lynn Holmes. Here's some of the coverage of this meeting.
Where Belk and maybe other people relocated. But as far as Rocky Mount is concerned, we see a great future, continued great future here. I don't see that changing. The only thing we need to do right now is to reach out to the city manager and the community and figure how we integrate more effectively into your infrastructure and provide you the customer services and the feeling of community within the center, looking into the future. I don't see that changing, and I think that's going to be a big draw for commercial real estate as it begins to round the corner from all of the retail challenges over the last 5 years.
I wanted to at least offer, because one of the things we do at the Employment Security Commission is we're the people who release the state data, and when you ask the question about where we are with respect to the state, I wanted to at least give you some trends about where we're going. We released our state unemployment data back in March 25th, which was the February data. We'll be releasing the March data next week, but this gives you a good sense, and it kind of ties in with what some of my other colleagues have said. We're beginning to see, for the first time, significant job growth on the state level. The February data indicated about 17,000 new jobs that were created in the February timeframe. And just to give you a sense of where those jobs were, they were principally in professional and business services, and people have talked about temporary jobs. That's really where that fits in, because that's kind of an indicator about permanent jobs coming. So the biggest group was in professional and business services. Also, surprisingly, we had a pretty significant increase, surprisingly increase in construction jobs. So we're beginning to see some upturn there as well. Also in education and health services, we kind of expect that. And also leisure and hospitality services. Director Coleman had indicated about people now coming back, going out to dinner. And certainly in our state, there are areas where tourism is big and hospitality services are big. So we're beginning to see some increases in those areas. So that doesn't necessarily, nobody is a forecaster up here, but that begins to give you some idea about where the trends are, and we can begin to focus in on those areas.
Thank you. I want to.
This meeting continued to tune into our station throughout the week. And after 32 years of law enforcement, including over 27 years with Rocky Mount's Police Department, John Manley has announced that he will be retiring as Chief of Police from the city of Rocky Mount. Manley's retirement will be effective July 1st of this year. He has served as Rocky Mount's Chief of Police since December 2004. Chief Manley says, quote, "I am grateful to the city of Rocky Mount and its citizens for the opportunity to serve as their chief of police. Additionally, I am grateful to the dedicated men and women of the Rocky Mount Police Department who continue to provide high-quality law enforcement services to this community," end quote. And we'll be following up with that in the coming days. We thank you for joining us today. Tune in Thursday for more news that's impacting our community. For WHIG TV, I'm Marie Torres. We'll see you next time.